Hi, this is John. I'm going to do a review on this camera I got by mistake. K4 TENKER camera. I'll do a review on that, see what you think. Here is what the camera came with. It came with a manual, a strap, a waterproof case, of course the camera frame, all the little clips. It came with a selfie stick, a wrist remote, 2 tie wraps, 4 tie wraps. Couple of things you attach your camera to the bicycle with. The good thing was it did send an extra battery, a cleaning cloth, this is the camera. It looks nice, seems to have a brushed aluminum front, but I know it's just plastic. This camera has a USB, HDMI and a micro SD card slot on one side, like all the other cameras. It has a 2-inch display, which is good. On the other side has an up and down button. Now these buttons are a little bit, I don't know, they feel kind of soft, loose. This is great. They've got a receiver here for a 1/4 screw, so you can put this thing on a tripod should you desire. Of course, it's got the crappy access door. The reason I say that, it works, but you know it's going to get lost at some point. The battery in this particular camera here, it turns out to be, this battery is a 1050 milliamp hour, so that's okay. It's not the worst battery I've seen, that's for sure. And the camera itself feels quite good. It feels like a pretty good camera. That's your take photo switch. On the front we've got the mode button and the on off switch. So let's turn this on and see what happens. To turn on, just hold that for a couple of seconds and it comes into TENKER, which is kind of neat. When you first turn the camera on, the first mode it goes into is video mode. You can tell that because there's a picture of a video camera there. It tells you it's shooting in 2.7K at 30 frames per second. This tells you how much time you've got on your SD card. And the bottom here, I believe, is a symbol for the battery to tell that it's fully charged. Now then, if you press this button on the front once more, it will take you into the camera mode, designated by this camera symbol there. 9,999 images on this card. It's a 12 megapixel picture. Press the button at the front once more and that goes into, so it's a multi-shot image, so you can get about 3 shots or how many you decide. Like a photo burst is what that is. This is the settings, and if you press the button on the top here, that'll get you into the settings. Video resolution, let's see what that is. To get into that, you again press the button on the top. Look at that, you've got a choice of 4K, 2.7K, 1080 at 60 frames per second, 1080 at 30 frames per second, 720 at 120 frames per second, and 720 at 60 frames per second. That's kind of neat. And then you've got looping video, timestamp, exposure. You know what you're going to do with all this when you buy it. I don't really use that. Time lapse, I use time lapse though. And the funny thing is about this time lapse on this camera is you cannot turn off the time lapse from this location, and you should say 0 seconds and then 2, 3, 5 and 10 seconds. But that's just how that works. It's a different program, different software, I guess. Continuous lapse. Do we want that? No. Okay, onwards. You got your power frequency, which would be 60 Hertz for United States. Language, obviously English. Date and time. Got that sorted out. The sound indicator is kind of interesting. You can choose whether you have your shutter sound on, your startup sound, your beep sound. That's kind of neat. So you do have a choice of the volume of that sound that comes out of the camera. 0, 1, 2, 3. So you've got louder there. We'll keep it out of the sound indicator, upside down for car driving mode, screensaver, power saver that turns off after so many minutes. If you set it that way, you've got format, reset, and the version. What version is this? iCam H9 170119. And then you're back to that. So to get out of it, you just press the button on the front again. Here we go, back again. So that's what you get. It's a solid little camera. It looks nice, and the fact it's got a tripod screw on the bottom is tells you that's pretty modern, because that's what they're doing nowadays. And that's it. Bye bye, Tenker. That'd be a good idea.
Come along for treats.
Stabilizer seems to be working really good. Haven't said that. Yeah, when you use it like that. Like the correct way, for example. Okay, what say you, girl?
Okay.
Oh yeah. And this TENKER camera, it's quite good. I'm impressed with the image quality. It's pretty good. And there's a shot down there, all the way down the gravel road there, and turning out of the sun here. That's it from me. A camera I was not expecting to review, but I'm going to review it anyway. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.